Hello and welcome to a new team review. Today we're gonna showcase a team around Hippowdon because someone in the comment section asked me to maybe showcase Hippowdon, so I went to Open Ultra today and tried it out and went 9 and 6. Is it because of Hippowdon? No, it's because of the team and the team idea behind it. The team idea behind this is like really cool in my opinion. As we have a Bomber's lead there and Talonflame in the back. Basically, those two are really good together. Talonflame versus fighting types. Bomber's doesn't really want to face them. And you can basically hard counter water types with the... what's it called? The Bomber's. So this is kind of decent for the Talonflame then. And yeah, what you kind of want to do is like swap out, as I say, swap Hippowdon. Hippowdon basically gets out the water type there and your Talonflame can sweep in the back. So that was my game plan. It worked out really well for like having this crappy Pokemon on my team. And also the good thing is that Ice Fang and Powder Snow have the same typing, so if I go out of my Bomber Snow, my opponent might go into their Flying type, their Dragon type, or their Grass type into my... and of course their Water type into my Hippowdon, so I get this out and I can basically avoid it with our Talonflame in the back, which is like super solid. But yeah, today the video is a bit longer than usual as I kind of want to talk about some other stuff as well. So we have like more gameplay, it's still speed up like kind of quick, so it's just more games than usual. We have like a lot of discussion right now in the community about how the game currently is, the state of the game. A lot of people want to, especially content creator, shift away from the game and go to Pokemon Unite, which I'm kind of a part of, I'm kind of not a part of. I want to do some Unite stuff. I hope I can do that, like time-wise. But I'm not really willing to like give up on Pokemon Go at this point of time. So I'm still gonna do like content for Pokemon Go. But yeah, we kind of are in a really weird spot right now, as a lot of people are really not happy with the game. We see a lot of lag right now. In the recent update, we have like this bug during catching where there's like a white screen all the time, which stays there for like a second, which like really slows down catching, which is super annoying for most people. So we have a lot of more bugs than usual. Stuff that we have as a bug for like ages does not get fixed and stuff like that. And I kind of want to talk about this a bit, as I'm someone who plays Pokemon Go. I'm someone who's interested in Pokemon Unite. I'm someone who is studying right now something about like programming and especially app programming. So I have like some intel on how this all works. And in general, like how programming for Niantic most likely gonna work right now. So I can kind of see both sides. Kind of want to give some intel on that. Recently I started to talk a lot more about like different stuff than the thing you see in the video. I saw like some comments being mad about that. I hope like most people appreciate it. Like look at the lag that right there with the Cresselia, what the hell. But yeah, what you see like right now is sadly a problem, which is most likely like you got all the lags that they don't get fixed and stuff like that, which is kind of on the app base. The app is programmed like 5 years ago already, even like longer ago, because like programming takes like a bit longer, especially for an app like this. So most likely the base core around the app is base 2015, 2014, somewhere around there. So a bit older, which is not the worst, as you can upgrade it like kinder, but the problem with Pokemon Go, I think, is the complexity. Like you don't really think about the complexity of the game itself, but the complexity of all the function the game has is kind of different, as you have basically everything connected, as everything also runs in the background. For example, when you go into Pokemon Go PvP there, go into Go Battle League, you're still gonna be able to catch Pokemon behind you if you have like a Go Plus or a Gotcha or anything like that. You can still have instant spawns, you can still spin stops around you. So a problem is that everything is connected in Pokemon Go right now, and the most lags I would most like guess, and that's like kind of proven because there are like some fixes that kind of helps with bugs. but like lags in general in Go Battle League, which was like discovered by Valor. If you just want to look up that, like just search for Valor, like how to fix lag and something like that, the video should pop up. I always do that as well. But the main problem there is just that everything basically in Pokemon Go runs at the same time and you don't have like any chill. So for Go Battle League, basically what your smartphone does is run 2 apps at the same time. You have a lot of pings to the Niantic server already from the game that runs in the background, which you don't need for Go Battle League. So the reason most likely why you have like so much lag in Go Battle League right now is not even like how programmed that is in general. It's just like that too much is running at the same time in the background. It doesn't have to do with the main event here, as Go Battle League is not like a separate thing but part of the game. So it runs basically on a top layer above the main game, which still runs in the background, which just slows everything down, which gives you lag, because everything has to like be in the background still. Like you still have to find Pokemon in the background, you still have to like can spin stops and stuff like that, which all slows down the experience there. And this is most likely the main issue right now with the game, which makes it so bad, I would say, like it's so difficult for them to fix, as they basically the solution to that problem would be that if you click on the PvP button, you basically get into an own game. So everything in the back closes, you basically have to have a loading screen then, and then you get like only the layer of the basically where you can search for the opponent and then the battle itself, but you don't have anything in the background. Then you won't be able to spin stops anymore, catch Pokemon, and when you're then done with your battles, what the game should do there, when you click on the X down there, you should have like a loading screen again and Pokemon Go loads up again. So they have to separate that as a, like what I would think as the best solution there to decrease lag, because you still have like all the server issues there and stuff like that. You have to always ping the server in the background and stuff like that. So you have like a lot of issues because of that. So it's always easy for people to say, oh god, like the game is not so broken, like can you fix it and stuff like that, but it's not always that easy. Like to separate the game, they are gonna be really difficult, especially because Niantic is also currently in a state which is not really nice for programming in general and stuff like that, as they also have to fight with COVID, and I know that most of them were in the home office and stuff like that. I don't want to be like, oh my god, the guy that defends Niantic or anything like that. The game is broken, the game has to be fixed, but you also kind of have to see the other version of the story. Like you see only all the people being upset about the game right now, but it's also not, I don't think they really do that on purpose or anything like that. They still try to get out the best game that they can, but currently it's just like really difficult for them. So what they kind of have to do would be to recode most of Go Battle League, or like in general, like how they treat the what's it called, the Go Battle League in general, like the tab of Go Battle League, and this would take like a lot of effort and a lot of time, so they have to do it eventually, I think, anyway, but right now it's just like really difficult for them. So yeah, it's always like I see a lot of people and I know where they're upset, and they are completely right with what they say there, but it's not always that easy, sadly. And yeah, we can just hope that it's going to be better in the future. I remember that we had like the same discussions like a year ago, basically at the same time, where a lot of people wanted to quit the game, because also the game was really broken at that time. So I don't know. It's really interesting. It's really interesting right now what's going to happen next. If like really people are going to quit the game now, if Niantic gonna handle something there, if I don't know. If you're gonna get like any information from Niantic at all, which I think is like really bad for our company, is just to not say anything about what they are planning to do, like if they address the issue or not. Having an issue is one thing, but not even saying like to the community, okay, we're aware of that issue. Give us some time. Right now it's like really difficult for us to deal with because of the whole pandemic and stuff like that. That would be totally fine. I think no one would be like pissed at them right now, but if you're just like don't say anything, it's kind of always awkward for them, and I think that's a really bad sign of the company in general. And yeah, right now it's like not even only the PvP aspect that's broken, that then also like the main game itself, which can just happen, like having like issues like the widescreen there, which definitely going to be fixed. Like, don't worry about that, they will definitely fix that. They already said like that they're aware of the issue, and the people who tagged them, that was of course Niantic help only, so you cannot 100% say they are really doing it, but what we've seen so far, you can be kind of hopeful that at least the catch bug there can be fixed soon. But yeah, like, we need some time there. I hope Niantic gonna do something. I hope the game don't die before. It would be like really sad. We have to see though, like, gonna be really interesting if people really gonna jump off the game and how it's gonna be in like, 3 months or something. Pokemon Unite gonna drop in like a month only, like not even, like a few weeks only. It's already the end of this month. So it's going to drop next month. So it's going to be really interesting how this is going to impact stuff, if they can keep it up. But I think after GoFest, a lot of people are going to be more happy. I think that we're going to have like some changes already till then. And last time, I think also before GoFest, most people are like really upset about the game. So we can just hope that this is going to change soon and things going to be better again. But it's just sad to see that, the company itself, it's difficult to do what they have to do right now, but they have the money. Like, they have the money to get the manpower, but they just don't, because I think like they don't see why they should care about PvP as much, as it does not give them that much money right now, which is their own problem, as I think Niantic could make a lot of money with that, but they just decide to not do. So if they just like treat the game differently, everything would have been way better. Like, just make the premium track worth the premium pass, and you would have been fine. But yeah, that's gonna be like basically from me for this topic. I think we should still be a bit more patient. Like, we still should raise our voice and like say something about that. That's the right thing to do. But we still should be patient about the game being in the current state there. Like, a lot of bugs gonna be fixed soon, because they have to. Like, the main bugs on catching and stuff like that, people are upset about that, that's right. But that should be fixed in the next version. I can't imagine them keeping that. Definitely not, as it impacts the game too much. And yeah, Go Battle League, we just have to hope that they're gonna change something. They have people there who also play that in their company, and I think they are aware of the issue. They just don't really know how to fix it right now, and that's the main issue. But I think there are ways to fix it. I already said, like, they kind of have to separate the game. Like, you don't see any other game where just a different game runs in the background as well. This is just like not really possible to do it without lags and stuff like that. I think that's the main issue which causes lags, is just having their main game in the background still open. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say about that. We should be a bit more patient, but yeah, I see why people are already upset. I see why people want to quit, but as a developer, I think it's also not the easiest time right now. We just have to hope that they gonna do something soon. And we hope that the community does not like fall apart because of the current bugs. I actually had like really good gameplay in the recent days, other than yesterday. Today we also had like some lag, but not like crazy lag. I think I lost like 2 games for that, which is still a lot, which is something that should not happen. But in the current state of the game, where people are really upset and stuff like that, I'm actually happy with that. But yeah, the new version of the game basically lets people go crazy, as the game also crashes sometimes like mid-game, which is just like completely stupid. But yeah, maybe I can start commentating a bit about the battles now, where we have 5 minutes left of the video. If you still are here, thanks for listening to my TED Talk. But here we just have the Politoed against us now aligned, and here we catch perfectly the move. And you're gonna see I'm gonna face Leone Cresselia in the league with Future Sight. I don't know, like, I always face like Cresselia's Future Sight with my Talonflame. Well, when I don't run Talonflame, I face all the time like stuff with Grass Knot. Usually you don't see Cresselia's Future Sight. Like, the normal moveset is Moonblast and Grass Knot, as it gives you better coverage, and the Fairy typing is basically a better Psychic typing. So Here we can just farm down there. Now we have to see what he has in the back. It's a Registeel. It's gonna be game over. I'm just gonna throw one move and then surrender. I was hoping it was something different in the back, but this was just like a team which we cannot deal with there, sadly. And here my opponent, I actually don't know why he didn't go into Registeel immediately against my Bomber's Note before there, when he could decide if he goes into Cresselia or into Registeel. I don't know. Very interesting. But here my opponent has a Lapras against us, which is really bad for us actually. Lapras kind of destroys the whole team in the 2 shields. Even the Bomber's Note can't really deal with it. Here we're gonna catch a move, it's gonna be a Surf. And we're gonna try to bait out the Grass type, which is Meganium. Meganium has to throw a move against us. And baiting this Grass type out always is really cool for Talonflame. It is basically function as a bait, as we can farm him down right now. And here we're gonna be able to get 2 extra moves in there. The Earthquake doesn't really do much to us as it's like resisted. Here we're gonna catch the Surf on the Bomber's Note. Now we have to hope that we can sweep with the Talonflame. My opponent has a Talonflame as well. And I'm just gonna go straight for the Brave Bird, expect him to no shield here. I'm at full energy, and what I can do now is not being that dumb and throw the move there. I tried to win the Stampeder, which didn't work out, so it was a 50-50 chance. Like, if I threw the move there before, it would be better. But he actually shielded, which is good for me, as I'm now gonna be able to get to move here. If he didn't shield, he would have won this game. Still, which is crazy. But yeah, good game to my opponent there. Thanks for shielding this move. Next opponent has a Melmetal in the lead. Really bad for us. Like, this completely destroys our whole team. What I tried to do is catch a move here, which didn't work out. My opponent goes into Politoed. We get this at least out for the... what's it called, for the Talonflame, but still, like, it's not looking good for us right now. But at least we kind of align our Pokemon perfectly fine now. What we have to do is basically soak the energy from the Melmetal against our Bomber's Note, try to sweep in the end. But we have to hope that he has something weak in the back there. What I'm going to do here is just go for the Weather Ball and try to farm him down, as he's already solo from the Hippo. And we're going to be able to do that. My opponent goes back into the Melmetal, which is the right call. I'm going to stay in here because I want to soak the energy, as I'm not going to die from one Rock Slide immediately. And I can go for another move here and kind of lower his health a bit. Hope that he throws the as well, which he does, which is super good for me. If he undercharges, I can swap out. He does not, and I can just farm him down here. You're gonna get to another move, but now I may be able to still win this game, as I have 2 moves advantage. And I can maybe sweep, and my opponent actually has a Fable in the back, which is super solid for us, as we're gonna be able to go for the Flame Charge here. Does of course not as much, but we can just Flame Charge all the way up here. Gonna be able to get more and more damage against him. And yeah, I'm just gonna go for another Flame Charge. And my opponent shields. 1 more Incinerate's gonna be dead, and the other thing would also die from 1 more Incinerate. Good game there until the last game. Muk against us, really bad for us, as this has a Poison Jab, but we can resist that with our Hippo. He stays in for a bit and goes for the Acid Spray, which is fine for me. I don't want a shield here. And goes into the Venusaur, which is interesting for us. We're just gonna go for the Body Slam here. My opponent gonna no shield here, which is fine. I could've, I shouldn't have shielded there anyway. But I got him a bit lower already, and now what we can do is just go into the Talonflame, click some Incinerates real quick. And now we're gonna be able to farm all the way down. And now I shield the Sludge Bomb, as it's gonna do a lot of damage. My opponent goes into Gengar, which is a smart move, as it's a better one against this thing as the AMAC, which is like better against the thing I have still in the back, which is my Bomber's Note. Gonna be able to go for Flame Charge, KO before he throws a move. I don't know what's wrong with him. Gonna be able to go for the Flame Charge. Gonna be able to boost myself up a bit. This is gonna be an Acid Spray, I'm still gonna shield, and we're gonna be able to win this last game with a sweep of Talonflame. Thanks all for watching today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and see you tomorrow.